Let's make a plan. You will need a pencil and eraser, and you will need the plain grid paper that we've provided that has the boxes on it. Those boxes show you the suggested size for your design. So use that planning template. If you don't have access to a printer, you can just create boxes that are 12 squares on your grid paper by 12 squares on your grid paper. So 12 for the height and 12 for the width. Okay, we are taking our inspiration from pixel art. Pixel art is art that is made using squares. It's kind of like a retro video game, and there are no like curved lines or diagonal lines in this type of art. It's only just little boxes of color. So I've provided you with some ideas on a PDF. You are free to do any type of pixel art design that you want. It doesn't have to be from those ideas. It can be your own thing. I suggest doing something simple like an emoji or a shape like a heart or a star or something. Yeah, but it's up to you. It's your design. So we're going to be taking those inspiration or reference images and creating a plan out of those.
So we have provided a grid paper with 4 boxes, and that is just in case you want to create more than one design. So I'm going to start by drawing the crewmate over here, and it is very simple, but it is even too complicated for this project, so I'm just going to simplify it. So I'm just going to turn the backpack into a rectangle, and you know how it has that rounded head? So I've drawn that rounded shape, and I'll show you how I will make it into a pixel art. So instead of doing the rounded shape, I'm going to do a zigzag. I'm going to go vertical and then horizontal. And I've sketched that rounded line, and that's going to sort of give me a little guideline for where I do my zigzags. And everyone's pixel art is going to look different. This isn't like the only correct way to draw this crewmate in pixel art. This is just how I did it. So now I'm just outlining it with a Sharpie marker so I can see it better. All right, so this heart. So I'll start by drawing an actual heart, and then I'll use that as a guide for how I can do my pixel shapes. And I am greatly simplifying this heart as well. I'm not doing so many zigzags because those can be kind of difficult for doing rotations and transformations with and stuff. So that is how I would do a heart. And I'll go over it with my black Sharpie as well. All right, so for this happy face, so I found that for a circle, I used 6 squares right in the middle of the box. So I tried to make these boxes so that they would be a good size for doing the translation. So there's 12 by 12 boxes. And so then I used that sort of like 6 square on each side and a little zigzag in the middle. So notice how I'm constantly counting the boxes and I'm trying to make things symmetrical. So with this happy face, as with the heart, symmetry is really important. So I'm sort of counting the boxes to find the middle, and then I'm measuring from there. Okay, so I simplified each one of those inspiration designs and made to make my own simplified design that I'm going to then use for my transformation art.
So can I use diagonal lines in my design? Yes, you can. You can use diagonal lines if you choose. I have only used horizontal and vertical lines because I wanted to create that pixel art effect. But if your design is more complicated or if you just would prefer, you can use some diagonal lines instead. So for example, here's this Minecraft sword example. I could simplify this by simply using diagonal lines instead of the horizontal and vertical zigzag lines. This will make my design much easier to do the transformations with later. So something to think about when you're creating your design. That's it. Thanks for watching.